Hey guys, Big Mike here in the kitchen with some of our pork from our wild hogs. And if you notice, I got a big old roasting pan here full of meat. And then here on the cutting table, I've got some smaller pieces. And if you're wondering what these are, I'll show you. This one here, that is a pork tenderloin. They have been soaked and washed and chilled and cleaned and soaked and washed and chilled and cleaned. Wash, rinse, repeat. Anyway, so that comes off the back strap on the outside of the hog. But right here, this is the good one. This is the butcher's cut. These come from the inside of the rib cage up against the backbone. These are the inner tenderloins. And what we do with these, we got these all pretty well cleaned up here. We're gonna put them in a bowl here by themselves, because these dudes are gonna be sure enough good. This is the stuff right here. Stubbs pork marinade. It's chili, lime, and ginger. So you take this dude right here, some of that stuff in there. Now, as most of you might know, if you do any kind of meat prep or anything, you can't just leave this in a bowl forever. This is what I do right here. I take these dudes and put them in a vacuum bag. We're going to vacuum seal these dudes. We're going to put them in the bottom crisper drawer of the refrigerator for 2 weeks. Sealed off, sitting there steeping in that marinade. And then we're going to put them on the grill. They're going to be yummy. So, that's that. We got that one going. We'll seal that here in a minute. Now the tenderloin back strap, this here's what I do with this one. I'll start just kind of like right in the middle. I'll take a real sharp knife like so. I just kind of take it right down off all that silver right there. Flip it around. Do the other side same way. We get rid of all that and all that excess fat and all that stuff. And we're going to end up butterflying these. Don't worry about it getting it perfect, because there's a lot of this stuff, you know, it's kind of hard to get off of there. You just got to make sure to get all that silver off of there. We'll do some more trimming and whatnot. All right, so now take that right there, nice and clean. And I kind of cut it a little bit of an angle, about that big. Then cut it at an angle again, not quite all the way through, just almost all the way through. That way, and fold it. And if you come back and cut it the other way. And fold it. Cut it the other way. And fold it. You cut it out and you make kind of like a big old pork chop, but it's thin enough that it'll cook thin, it'll cook even, and it'll cook faster. Now a couple of these I'll probably leave whole in case I want to just make a whole smoked tenderloin, or if I want to make one in the oven, something like that. And these here, what I do with them, you see how I've got that all butterflied out? It's just a nice little thin thing. You could just cut it into little strips or whatever, or you can grill it whole if you want, but it's always more tender if you cut it that way against the grain. And wrap it. This right here, if you ain't never had this, you're missing out. Uncle Chris Gourmet Steak Seasoning. I know it's pork. Well, it's delicious. Anyway, I put some of this steak seasoning on there before I put it in the vacuum bags. And it just sits in there in the freezer with the seasoning already on it. And then whenever you take it out, you're just ready to throw it on the grill. So, anyhow, tomorrow we're making sausage. We're going to make 5 kinds of sausage. So, come back and see me.